Hey. Okay, so I am just going to double check that I am going live in the right place. It's like my biggest fear that I will be in the wrong spot. So I'm Alyssa Corning, and I am one of the coaches in Inspire Tribe, and I am going to talk with y'all just about coaching and what it is and how we do it and what it means, and tell you a little bit about my story. So if you're catching the replay, sorry that I'm just going to double check this because I don't want to be doing this somewhere else. So let me just double check in the event. All right, so it is working. Okay, so I see Izzy hopped on. I can see it on my computer. So I'm going to show my computer so I'm not distracted. It's working. You might hear my little toddler in the background. Sometimes he tries to get in. Him and Daddy are going to run an errand, but until they leave, he might bust in. But happy Saturday morning, or if you're watching the replay, happy day whenever that is. I hope that you are having a good day. No matter what is going on, I hope that something good is happening for you. So, hey Izzy, hope you're having a happy Saturday too. So you are checking out this video because a coach that you know either invited you to check it out, you reached out to them to see kind of what they do as a coach. You probably see our social media posts and you wonder, like, is that, like, what is this thing? You know, what are they sharing? Why are they doing this? You've maybe seen coaches in your newsfeed of social media that you're like, okay, gag, like, I wouldn't ever want to be like that. So I think the important thing to know is that, like the stories that you heard yesterday, there's so many different types of coaches. And one thing I love about our tribe and our bigger team and the organization that we're a part of is that our mission really is on helping people. And that's our focus, and that's the company's focus. So we are not employees of Beachbody. We are individual people who have used Beachbody programs and products and seen results and loved the community. And basically we call ourselves like perma-challengers. So challenger is kind of the word that we use in Beachbody for our customers or clients. So because we host like wellness challenges, so they become the challengers in the challenge. Okay, so what we do is we show up every day. Most of us aren't, you can be, but most of us are not nutritionists. We're not personal trainers. You totally can have that and use this in addition to the skills and knowledge that you already have. But if you're not one, don't let that hold you back. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a personal trainer, but I have a passion for helping people be healthier because of the experiences in my life and what actually being a challenger with Beachbody brought to me, and the health and wellness that I gained from it. And so I love it as a platform to use to help people, because Beachbody makes these programs. So they have like P90X, Insanity, 21 Day Fix, Shakeology, 3D Refresh, 20-minute Hardcore, Country Heat. The newest one that just came out is Quarter Force, PiYo. So you've probably heard of some of these workouts. Maybe seen the infomercial. T25 has an infomercial. 21 Day Fix has one right now. And so you've heard of these products. So Beachbody uses their super trainers to make these incredible, proven workouts, right? And they saw that people were having most success, like on their community boards and things like that, with like peer support of people going through the programs and that were in the same situation. So they created Team Beachbody as a way to help people see more success and to have that support that they needed to do the best job that they could, to not just buy the program from an infomercial in the middle of the night with these high hopes and stick it on their shelf, right? But to use it every day, to start using the meal plan, to start making those changes. And so really that's where we come in as coaches. We help people like get set up with the right programs for them So, like I said, there's so many, right? So there's something really for everyone. So you help people get set up with the right program, and then you help them, do it every day. You create this community of accountability and support and check-ins, and it's awesome. So if you've been a challenger in one of our groups before, you know how those run. So we check in each day and we share recipes and meal plans, and it counts as like accountability for ourselves too. Like, during the holidays, I usually, like the past me has always just like, oh, whatever, I'll make it up in January. And this year, like, I didn't miss one workout. I had like a killer group of awesome women. We were doing Core de Force since it had recently launched. It was a new program. And we showed up every day, except for Christmas Day. It was a Sunday and a rest day. But every other day of our vacation, we got our workout in. And that is totally not something I would normally have done. So let's back up. I want to walk you through like the whole kind of process of what we do as a coach. So we are perma challengers. So we're showing up every day, sharing what works for us, using the products, and just explaining like how they make our life better, and sharing from our heart, and helping people feel comfortable to reach out to us and to want to join in on our community. And then we get people set up. We offer accountability. We do a lot of work too, like reading personal development books, both for coaching and in our challenge groups to help people, because we know that like change has to come from the inside out as well, and so we read a lot of like the self-help books and in our groups, and have that as part of the accountability. I like to say that my job is twofold with my challengers, that I help them get the right tools and use those, and then I help them like with what's really holding them back, like the inside stuff. And we're not counselors or therapists. We just read through self-help books and we implement like the steps. We're reading 50 Ways to Yay right now, and it has like a different little tip, 50 different little tips that you implement. One's like focus on gratitude. One's like take care of yourself. So like walks you through all these different 50 tips, and we just check in about them every day. And then our big focus is on helping others, and that's really kind of the basis of why we do it and what it looks like. Is we just are creating this community to support others. But the thing is that it really is a business opportunity, and I think that that's what people see. Like, okay, so you post like sweaty selfies on social media, you run these groups, you drink a shake. Like, how is that a job? Or like, how could you ever make an income doing that? And I totally understand how that can kind of seem that way, because I kind of thought the same thing. Like, this seems too good to be true. Or like to really make a substantial, that is my dog. Let's see, I might have to let him in. Maybe my husband will catch it. But to make a substantial income, am I going to have to sell like workouts and shakes and stuff forever, and to like a ton of people? Like, to even make any kind of money, am I going to have to sell to tons of people? And I know that that's like a real concern. Like, I have to hit up my friends and family. Like, how am I going to know enough people? And what I'll say is, like, when you first start out in coaching, a lot of your income comes from the commission, is what we call it, from when you hook up somebody with a program and Shakeology and a meal plan, and you get them ready to rock in one of our groups that we host. But that is just part of it. So when you're starting out, you're getting a lot of this commission, right? Because you're hooking people up with the products, and that's kind of where your paychecks start. And then as people are interested in like staying on Shakeology and drinking it each month because they're feeling the awesome changes, or they want to try out some of our other products, we have some really awesome like pre-workout and recovery drinks and stuff like that. So people continue to like want to implement these products into their lives because they feel the change and they're creating this healthy lifestyle. So that's kind of a part of like the residual income, right? That you're not just selling somebody something one time, and you're really like helping them get set up. And I think that's the biggest thing, is like they can hold people back, is to feel like they have to be like pushy or like salesy, like I'm not a salesperson, and I'm really not either. Like, that is not something that I had any aspirations of like going into sales. And I think what sets Beachbody apart and coaching, this wellness coaching, is that we're focusing on like sharing our lifestyle and helping people create a lifestyle of health and wellness and happiness, So I'm never like trying to push someone into being ready to make these changes. We inspire people, we invite them to come check it out, and if they are interested, if they're ready to make a change, then they're going to see the value and they're going to jump in and they're going to love it. Okay? Some people are excited and want to jump in quicker, and they see like our transformations and they see the posts we have and it's awesome. And some people just want to be like a cheerleader from the sidelines and just cheer you on in your business and in your healthy choices, and that's fine. And I think that's the biggest thing that I love, is that you're just creating this community of like health and friendship, and people will join in when they're looking for it. And it doesn't have to be this like, it's not, and it shouldn't be like this hard sale, or like, you know, feeling like you're being this like insurance salesperson that's like following up, right? You are sharing what you're doing, and people are seeing your changes and your healthy lifestyle. So I think that's something that can be intimidating. Like, but I'm not that healthy. I'm not at my goal weight. I don't know if I can really be healthy. And the truth is that you don't have to be perfect or even good at those things as you start. Okay, so you have to have the desire to do it. So I know, like, so I went through a high-risk pregnancy as a coach, and then like postpartum, and then now my baby's like almost 20 months, and I'm still working on losing the baby weight. Nursing has been crazy for my hormones and all of that, and so sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like a fraud. But the truth is, I'm showing up to take care of myself. I talk about when I'm not perfect on my meal plan, or when I am in a funk, and people relate to that. Because if everyone had six-pack abs, then that wouldn't feel relatable, right? Or if everyone was perfect at getting their meal plan, then how would you relate to others? So I think it's like the real, like, turning our mess into a message, right? People want to know that they're not alone in their struggles of eating healthy, of taking time for them, of balancing like all the crazy. And I know for me, like, when I first started, like, I wanted to work with people that didn't have their goal weight, right? I wanted to see that they had some struggle and that they had created these changes. And I think it's definitely more relatable as you share along the way. So don't let like it hold you back to think like, well, I'm not at my goal weight, or I really like cookies and ice cream, I can never give those up. Like, this is truthfully about like creating a healthy, sustainable lifestyle, not like only eating celery and like I don't know, all those unhealthy, giving up all carbs, or never having another cheat meal, right? It's about just sharing who you are and being real, and that is just what I love about it. I'm realizing, so I'm seeing some like hearts and likes. I haven't seen any comments, and my phone has been weird with live videos, so if anyone's trying to leave a comment and I'm missing them, I'm sorry. If you're on here, you should comment and say hi, and let me see if I see them, because I want to answer questions. That's one of the awesome parts about being on live, is I can feed off of your questions and your energy, and we can kind of take this however you want it to go. So we were kind of talking about income a little bit. I know this is kind of going all over the place, but with the income stuff, so when you start out, it's a lot. Oh, hey, Izzy. Okay, good. So just no one had commented. I was making sure, because a couple times lately I've tried to go live and there hasn't been any comments, and people have been leaving them, and I'm like, oh man. Okay, so with the income potential, so right, you start out with the commissions, and then people are gonna, like, some people will continue to stay on, hey Alyssa, on Shakeology, and they'll try other products, and then it also just kind of happens naturally that you're going to build a team. So, and I think that can scare people, like, sometimes with like the network marketing and like building a team and how that works. But honestly, it's kind of the same as like sharing about what we're up to. So when people like come join our challenge groups, you know, there are people that join them that are interested in paying it forward. maybe they've been looking for a platform to share their health and wellness, and they've seen results with this, so they want to pay it forward. Maybe they're just a mom that's like looking for this community and this support. And oh, thanks so much, Izzy. Oh, hey, Rhonda. I'm glad everyone's hopping on. Happy Saturday. So you're building that team. You're building that support system for people, and they want to be part of that community, and they want to be like up their ante of accountability, because even as a challenger in like the community environment and the check-ins, like that's amazing and it helps so much, but it like ups the ante big time when you're like, I have people that are counting on me, like I'm helping them and they're counting on me to show up. So it's like that good amount of pressure to be like, I need to be healthy, I need to be showing up, I can't just like fall off the wagon and not get back on, right? So I think a lot of times people want that extra accountability, and they see the changes that are coming through, because so as you build your team, then you qualify for all these different like bonuses and residual income and leadership bonuses and things, and we can kind of get more specific into those. If you have individual questions, I would love to like talk you through how it all works, but basically it's just really an exciting opportunity that it's not just about, I think a lot of times we think of, you know, like when we're starting businesses, or we see moms with these shops or that sell meal plans or that do like collabs and sponsored posts, like that is all so awesome, and I love supporting like all mom bosses and people that are trying to have a side hustle. I think it's awesome. One really big benefit of working and partnering with a company like Beachbody and like joining this community is that you have these opportunities for leadership income and residual income, that you don't have to like be actively selling things to be making all of your income. I love that I get to mentor other women and help them build a business, and it's amazing because as you get started, you know, it's like that extra $50 for a tank of gas, or a new shirt at Target, or an extra date night. And then you can start making a couple $100 and pay your grocery bill or your car payment, or you can start paying your mortgage or your rent for your family, and like you start to like make an impact on your family's financial situation, and that is amazing and such a fun feeling. I will tell you, it's 100 times better to be mentoring women who need that and want that, and to see them doing that. And so that is an aspect that I love of this, where this community of helping women change from the inside out, change their mindset and love themselves more, and just to feel more confident, to go after their dreams of having a small business, and it's just really an incredible part. So I think that's one of the big benefits of, you know, doing network marketing or MLM, or I think a lot of times they have this stigma, and I think my experience has been so much different than what I expected, and it just, if you're willing to work hard, to share yourself, to be consistent, and to show up, amazing things can happen, right? So there's no guarantees, right? There's nothing is guaranteed in life, but I can tell you, like, I've been doing this 2.5 years, and my business has, like, you know, it's changed. My goals have changed. So when I very first started, like, I was looking for a platform to create a business. Like, I had seen all these other, like, moms on Instagram, like, having meal plans and, like, having, like, paying for different things, making their own workout stuff, and doing different health and wellness kind of stuff. And I thought that was really cool, but I realized, like, I don't have a background in this. I don't really feel comfortable making meal plans when I'm not a, like, certified nutritionist. I don't really feel comfortable, like, making workout videos and putting them on YouTube and then, like, trying to charge for them. It just didn't jive with me. And then I thought, like, even as, like, a blogger, I don't know, like, nothing was, like, fitting, but I felt like it was really important to create this community. And so when I had been a Beachbody challenger in the past, and I had used their programs, and I did T25 and Shakeology and loved it. My husband and I drank Shakeology for months and months, and then all of a sudden, it just kind of fell into my lap. One of my friends had said, "Hey, don't you drink Shakeology?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, we do." And she's like, "Well, I just decided to be a coach." And I was like, "Oh, like what does that even mean?" Like obviously I like had a coach, and I had purchased Shakeology and done her challenge group and stuff, but I had never like even thought of what it would mean to coach and to like use the platform that way. And so she kind of presented it to me, and I was like, yeah. So I didn't know how it would turn out. And I think that can be scary too, like trying something new and not knowing. So I didn't know. I still didn't have a ton of belief in myself. I was really growing and on this journey after losing my son. Like I had a stillborn son, and that's when I got involved with the T25, is because I wanted to lose the weight from that pregnancy. And I had tried so many things, and I had not stuck with anything. So I figured 25 minutes at home and a superfood shake and a really simple meal plan, like, all right, I can do that. So I did that. And so when I, fast forward, I think I started coaching like 10 months later, I still didn't have like a ton of belief in myself. So I didn't know if it was going to work. I didn't know if I knew enough people. I didn't know if I could be brave enough to like share my like heart on social media or how people would receive it. But I believed enough. And because I had seen this community, I had been a part of it, I had seen results, and I wanted to share that. And so I jumped in, and I really had like big goals, and I like went full force in my goals, and really like growing a business and sharing and like putting in a lot of hours. And then I got pregnant, and it was a high risk pregnancy, and it was really scary after my stillborn son, and I worked a little bit less. And then the first year of my son's life, it was like I put a few hours in here and there. I still was helping people and sharing, but I wasn't in like this growth mode. So it was a little bit more of like a hobby that paid pretty well. And then the last like 9 months, I have worked really hard to like create this community and grow a team and support women. And it's been a really incredible few months. And so I just want you to know, if you're kind of thinking about this and you're like, well, I don't know if I want to like spend all this time, and all this time really is like part-time hours. I don't know if I want to have a legit part-time job and take away from my kids. Know that it can kind of be what you want. You are creating your own business. So it's like a business in a box. And how you get started and like how it works is you start with, there's no like big sign-up fees or products. We don't have to like keep any inventory or anything like that. So how you get started is you sign up with, just like you would as a challenger, you buy a month of Shakeology and a meal plan and a workout program. And that is your sign up into being a coach. Okay? So it's just things that you are going to use as a challenger on your own health journey. There's nothing else, because that's the biggest thing, is we can't promote our lifestyle and share about what we're doing if we're not using the products. And I think that that's something that really sets us apart, is that we aren't just selling things and promoting, like we're sharing our personal experiences with them. And so as you get started with a challenge pack, is what we call them, you'll have all the tools to get going with sharing your story, working on your own journey, and being that like perma challenger that I talked about. So those challenge packs range from $140 to like $245. So there's kind of a variation depending on what program you get. I would highly recommend Beachbody. In the last like about a month ago, I guess now, launched the most awesome challenge pack we've ever had. Okay, so for a month of Shakeology, the access to the meal plan, and all of the Beachbody workout programs. So seriously, like all those ones I listed at the beginning of this video, and any that they're going to come out with this year, and like all of them. Every single workout Beachbody has ever created with their super trainers is on our on-demand all access pass. Okay, so on-demand streaming is like basically Netflix for workouts and for Beachbody workouts. So you stream it to your computer, your laptop, your tablet, your phone. You can even, to your devices, like your phone and your tablet, you can download some of the workouts. So if you don't have great Wi-Fi, you can have like 5 of them downloaded to your phone at once. It's super awesome. I love it because I'm not just tied to working out just where my DVD player is. Like I can take it wherever my son is like being rambunctious and I can get it done. It's easy to travel with, right? So like no excuses. On demand is the most awesome. And so for $199, you get all of that, all those workouts for an entire year. So it's crazy. An entire year of all those workouts plus a month of Shakeology and the meal plan. So that is like the very best way to get started. It's awesome too because you can see all the different workouts and have access to them to help people, you know, to talk to people about them because you can kind of see what they all are and like kind of experiment with them. Plus, it's really nice because you can like, I know one time when I struggle is when I'm like, okay, I just finished 21 Day Fix or I just finished Quarter Force or whatever, and then I take like a week break or something in between. Like this really just helps me like not take that break. I'm like, boom, I'm doing this program and then this program and then this program. So on-demand access is amazing. So that's how I recommend is that you get started with the All Access Pass. You have a month of Shakeology, and then you can figure out wanting to like try some of the pre and post workout stuff. The awesome thing about being a coach is that you get a 25% discount on all the products. Okay, so a lot of times people that are already drinking Shakeology, even if they don't want to do a business, they decide to to do what we call a discount coach or like a wholesale account. Because of that 25% discount. Okay, so you get a 25% discount. So it's awesome to try the different supplements and, you know, to get your Shakeology on a discount. And I think that's what I love too, is because it makes it more affordable for us to drink the other supplements and products that we want to do. Let's see. So, ongoing fees. So you sign up with that challenge pack. And there's no fee. You just pay the same cost that you would as a customer, and you're starting your own business. It's pretty awesome. And then each month, starting month 2 on, there's a $15.95 coach fee. 15, like 1-5, so basically $16 to be a coach every month. And that fee covers your website, like that people order through, all the customer service, like the handling that they do. So like I said, we don't stock any products, which is amazing. And we don't have to like go to the post office because I know that I would not be a coach if I had to like stock a bunch of stuff and then ship it out, because I hate the post office. Even like sending prizes, which I love gifts. It's like definitely my love language is like giving gifts and stuff. But like packaging them up and getting them to the post office is like my least favorite part. So I like, as a small business owner, happily pay $16 a month for someone to have the site that they order through, all of the shipping, handling, customer service, returns. Like we just don't have to deal with any of that. And that is so much headache for small business owners. That would take so much time away from my family and my son, and like I don't want to spend my time doing that. I want to spend my time working on me, helping other people, and like creating this accountability support. Yeah, you don't have to keep product in your house. Yeah, you have your own, enough stuff of your own to store. It's true. Like we live in an apartment, right? My husband is doing a residency, and I wouldn't have space to store a whole bunch of inventory. So no problem. You don't have to do that. It's the best. So that $15.95 fee every month. So you're probably thinking like, oh, like that, how does that work out? So a lot of us, like I said, we drink the Shakeology every single month because it's amazing, right? Like a lot of us are drawn into coaching because even like me, my husband and I drank Shakeology as customers for months and months. We loved it. And then I found out, well, 1, I could get a discount, and 2, like I could build my business around something that I was already passionate about. I was like, yes. So a lot of us drink the Shakeology, right? Because we want to be sharing what we're doing, not like selling a product. And as part of that, so the Shakeology for a customer is $130 for a month supply. With the coach discount, it's about $100. So with your coach fee, right, that $16 fee, your Shakeology comes down to like $116 a month. So that's why people would do a wholesale account even, because they're saving like $15 a month on their Shakeology, which is nice. That's like 50 cents a day that you save, you know? And so even with the fee, you're saving money on your monthly Shakeology, and then everything else is just exactly 25% off. So that is that. So that's really the basic, like what you would need to know about cost is that you would pay that $16 fee, and then if you order the Shakeology, you're looking at like $116 a month, but it's still cheaper than if you're buying it as a customer, and you're gonna feel awesome. It's a meal that you replace every day, so it's just kind of it works out super well. I love how like the model is set up for Beachbody, and then so that 25% discount, we also make a 25% commission. I realized I didn't say that one. So when you're making commissions on products, it's a 25% commission. The commission on like the challenge packs is just a little bit higher, but it's awesome. It's at least 25% commission on everything, and then as you increase in rank and grow your team, that's when you make those cycle bonuses and the leadership bonuses that I was talking about, and the income potential really is incredible. So I don't talk about it that much. Like when I post about on social media about my job as a coach and what I'm doing, I post so much about. You guys need something?
Can I grab my wallet?
Yeah. Hey, you can just wave.
Hey.
Hey. His backpack is under my desk. So I don't talk about the income a ton because it's definitely one of those like blessings of it, and I love it. But to me, like the accountability and the changes that I've seen in myself and the confidence and like my commitment to being healthy and to like making that a part of my life is like just such a huge part. And that's like what I always talk about. And those are the kind of women that I want in my tribe, because it isn't like a get rich quick. You're not going to be making hundreds and hundreds of dollars every week in the beginning, and I think we've all probably seen posts on social media of like mom bosses, hopefully not in Beachbody, but in other companies, and I'm not bashing them, but talking about like making quick cash from your phone and things like that. And like that is not the type of women that I want on my team. I want hustlers and go-getters and women that want to make other people feel good. And we said that, right? Like the focus is on helping others, but it's not enough to like that feel good feeling isn't enough to like want to take time away from our family on a continual basis, right? So I'm a pretty like pay it forward kind of girl. I'm a social worker by trade before I was a mom, and I love helping people, but I also don't want to take time away from my son unless it's benefiting my family financially. And so it really does. It's made it like a huge difference for us, and at this point I've matched my income as a full-time social worker, and that took time, right? Like I've been coaching 2.5 years, but the changes in me have been incredible, and then the blessings to our family financially are amazing, and like the opportunities we have. Like my husband's doing this unpaid residency. We would not be able to travel internationally to like tropical vacations, right? Last year we went to the Bahamas on a cruise, and in a couple months we're heading to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and the leaders in the company, like some of the top coaches and the leaders got to register and be invited early to register for our trip next year to the Mexican Riviera. And so I just got all set up to do that. So we get to do fun things and bless our family with these awesome trips that we can earn, and with the income and the difference that it makes. So like I said, you start out making a little bit of extra money to help fix something that broke, or to pay for an extra date night, or to pay for your kids to do dance or whatever, and then it just kind of slowly snowballs as you continue to work and grow, and then you get to have these awesome opportunities and help bless your family. So I'm happy to share like my specific income and share some of the other incomes of coaches on our teams privately, and share that with you, and kind of talk more about like the potential that is there. And like I said kind of earlier, the disclaimer, right? Like Beachbody doesn't guarantee it. We don't guarantee it. It is based on like your heart and your hustle. But I want you to know that like I don't have any business training. I don't have any background in like social media or sales or having in my own business, right? But I show up with a whole lot of heart, and I care about the women, and I better myself, and it happens. It grows and it works, and you feel awesome, and you get to impact a whole lot of people, and that is so awesome. So let's see what Bree said. With meal planning using Shakeology, I found I'm saving money because I don't eat out as much as we did, and I don't crave the crap food. It's so true. Like, I find, so even not eating as much crap, but like wanting to, like, if I'm out and about, wanting to get like healthy snacks, like stopping at Chipotle or Chick-fil-A or whatever, like I can't get something healthy for like under $6 if I'm like out running mom errands, and my Shakeology is like a little over $3. So if I take that out on my go, like it's an awesome snack. And when I was working full time before I had Red, it was totally my breakfast. Like I would blend it up in 2 minutes and I would eat it. So, or drink it, I guess, on the way to work. So it really is a great way. And like the meal planning, I think like Brie was saying too, that's something we work on and help people kind of get set up with meal planning and using the ingredients that they buy and not buying the junk. And I feel like most people notice a change in their grocery budget because of that. Even buying fresh produce and all of that, if you're using what you buy and only buying what you need, it definitely makes a difference. Are there any questions at all? I think one other question that I get often, besides like the income and is this actually a job, like legit, is what do you actually do every day as a coach? Like, okay, I get that you help people and you create this community and you work out and you drink a shake, but like, what do you do? And we have like these 4 like vital behaviors is what we call them. And because they're vital, because that's what you like need to do every single day to really build a business. And so I'll just kind of talk a little bit about what those are. So the first one is to be, we call it a product of the product. So basically you need to be working out, you need to be drinking your Shakeology, you need to be following the meal plan and just like living that healthy life. Okay. So that's like our first thing is you got to take care of you. Got to be that perma challenger. And that's what I love is that it like legit is my job. It affects my paycheck if I'm not working out and taking care of myself. And that is incredible. So that I think is just amazing. So that's one thing that you do every day. Obviously you can take a rest day, obviously if you're sick, right? But basically like every day you're showing up to take care of yourself. We do personal development, or that like self-help kind of books that I was talking about, the reading. So like 50 Ways to Yay is a great one that we're like implementing in our groups right now. I just finished this like one about your inner mean girl that was like amazing. And then just ones that like make you better. Like you just kind of learn about your mindset and how to change that and how to have more confidence. And so I love that. I do a lot of that on Audible. So I like listen to them as I'm like refilling sippy cups and doing puzzles and all that stuff in my mom life. I listen to a lot of audiobooks in the car and stuff. So that's a great thing. So every day we're fueling our body and taking care of our body and our mind. And then the third vital behavior is to share and invite. And so as we share our lifestyle and as we put our like struggles out there and how we're overcoming them and what we're up to, people are interested in joining in, right? Because there's so much negativity and mom shaming and just awfulness that goes on the internet, right? And as we are positive and sharing that positivity and that light, people are drawn to it, and so they're interested. And as we share our results and talk about what we're up to, it invites people to come chat with us about it. And then, like the life-changingness of what we're experiencing, we invite people to come check it out and say like, hey, like this is what I have to offer. Are you looking for this? And it really is like that part of, building that community and sharing with women and helping them feel empowered to invest in themselves. I think as women, we can often struggle with wanting to spend money on ourselves or even take the time, and we pour into so many other people. And it's I love inviting people because I'm giving them a chance to fill their cup and to join in on this awesome community that has been so life-changing for me. So that's kind of the third thing that we do is just share and invite and just be real and encourage people that they can make the change. And then like our fourth kind of vital behavior is, we call it recognition. And that I love because we're recognizing people for their hard work. So our challengers in our groups we're recognizing, our fellow mom bosses we're recognizing the growth we're making in our small businesses. It's also something that I've implemented in my life to just be more grateful and recognize the people in my life. So I love that, like, the basic vital behaviors that we do as coaches every day, that they can be implemented into our own lives to better them and to make us more aware of and intentional about how we're spending our time. So a lot of us, almost all of us in our tribe at least, build our business on social media, like 99% at least. I don't know if I think pretty much every customer and challenger and coach has come from social media of some sort. Me again. Don't Brie, I love it. By striving to get the 4 vital behaviors done each day, it's actually helped me to structure my day. It's so true. Like, when I have more of a plan, I'm more intentional with my time. I think another concern I hear is, like, I do not want to spend all the time on social media. Like, I don't post that much on social media right now. Like, I don't want to be spending all the time on there. And the truth is you don't have to. I think we get stuck in this, like, oh, got to be on social media and scrolling and da-da-da. And that's really not our job. And our job is to, like, post and connect and share. But you need to be intentional with your time. And that's what I love. Like, I was talking to my husband the other day, and I was like, oh, sometimes I was tired and I had some stuff to do, right? Because there are still times when it's like a job, right? And I'd rather just, like, have the veg out on the couch and watch Netflix and eat popcorn. And that is going to happen in any job or anything that you're trying to do to better yourself, right? And I was talking to him and I was like, man, sometimes I wish I could just be like that mom that just veggies and watches Netflix, and I didn't have this, like, passion in my heart to help people. And he was like, is that what you, like, really would want? Like, what would your day even look like? And I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, like, I love the structure that coaching gives me, because it's helped me, like, create, like, my miracle morning so that I start every day with, like, scriptures and prayers and positivity and, like, just kind of setting my intention for the day. And that doesn't take me a ton of time, but it's something that really has made a difference in how happy of a person I am, how patient of a mom and a wife. And I was thinking, like, yeah, it's just really incredible that I get to do this as my job. So even though there are moments where I'm like, whew, I would rather just be watching Netflix tonight and eating popcorn and not having to follow a meal plan. But then I think about, like, all the benefits and how much better I feel. And yeah, so I think if social media is something that holds you back, know that, one, we have a lot of training of how to find your social media voice and what to post. You're not a Beachbody billboard. You are promoting you and your brand and the women that you want to help, like, and the impact that you want to make. And that can kind of sound scary too, like, well, I don't know what my brand is, I don't know who I want to help, but that's the awesome part, is we get to all work together to create our vision and the impact that we want to leave on the world. And for me, I want to help moms be healthier and happier. It took me a long time to get to be a mom. So I mentioned at the beginning or in the middle that I had a stillborn son, and then I had a high-risk pregnancy with my son and complications with his birth, and he was in the NICU, and a lot of medical trauma for me, and it has been a long road to being a mom. And I know that I'm a better, happier mom and wife and person when I take care of me. And I want to have other women feel like they can do that and that they have the skills and tools to take care of themselves. And that's what, like, lights my fire every day, that I wake up and I'm just so passionate about not having other women feel like I felt in that dark place. And if they're there, to know that I'm here for them and I have this community to offer them. And so that keeps me fired up. And so you get to do that, and you get to build that, and you're really making an impact. And I think listening to some of the stories that were shared, you see that we're all just normal, everyday women. We aren't like anything, we're special, obviously, because everyone's special. We're not like super special. We don't have all these extra skills, right? We have a lot of passion. We've followed trainings, and we show up and we care, and we have a big heart to pay it forward. So whatever your pull is to check out coaching, I encourage you like to just jump in and give it a try. So whether you're kind of like, okay, I've enjoyed these challenge groups and I want to continue and I want to give my Shakeology a discount and be a part of this community, awesome. We want you here. We're so excited. If you're thinking like, okay, I could maybe do this like an hour or two a day, and I'd love like, you know, to kind of have it be this fun hobby and something for me to help keep me accountable. Incredible. We can't wait to welcome you. And if you're like, my family needs a change financially, and I want to grow an empire, and I want to be a mom boss, and all of that, awesome. We have the tools to help you do that, and we love mentoring women. That's like one of my favorite parts, is helping women have the confidence to step up as an entrepreneur and to change their family's financial situation. And every day I'm grateful, like just that I was willing to give it a try, to believe in myself enough to give it a try. And now that I'm helping our family immensely while my husband's doing this unpaid residency, and that we're having these opportunities to travel, that we can afford to visit our family, that we can still afford to eat healthy food and to do fun things. So I will say, like, my husband, he obviously works super hard. He's a resident, so he's been in school for a long time, and he doesn't treat himself to super nice things. And when I saw how much my leadership bonus was for this last quarter, the first thing I decided to do, I got so excited, was to get him an Apple Watch for his birthday. So his birthday falls the day before our stillborn son's, and so his birthday is always full of a lot of grief. And I feel, I mean, obviously I didn't pick that day, right, to have my son, but the last 4 years have been really hard. His birthday hasn't been full of very much happy, and it was incredible to feel like I could give him this awesome gift, that because I'm working on bettering myself, I'm creating this community because of the women who have worked hard and changed their lives. It gave me the opportunity to buy him a watch, which is such a frivolous want, right? It's definitely not a need, but it felt really good that I could do that without having to hurt our family budget or have him spend his own money on it. And own money, right? It's all our money, but it felt good inside. And so I just want you to know that whatever your desire is with coaching, it can be that for you. We can help it fit in your needs. If you just want something, some fun hobby in the mom cracks, awesome. We can help you do that. And if you want to be treating yourself or your husband or your kids to something incredible, that potential is here too. It really is unreal, and I often have to pinch myself that this is my job and that this is my opportunity and that I get to do this. So thank you so much for checking this out. Your coach who invited you to this is going to be following up with you to see if you have any questions. I know Saturday morning is tough, so you probably are catching the replay. I know there's lots of people catching the replay, so they're going to follow up, just see if you had any questions. And I hope that you have a fantastic day, and we would love to welcome you to our coaching tribe, just everyday mamas and women that are wanting to make an impact on the world and are working at changing themselves first. So thank you so much for checking us out, and I can't wait to see the new women that pop up in our tribe page and just start working with us. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.